Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Allen steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Herbert now. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Herbert. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, big hole up the middle, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Taylor into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 35 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. and maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Za'Darius Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That is scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play action. Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Williams brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run with Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's caught by Howard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Gets past 1 man. Still shedding tackles. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your...
And that's going to be caught for Eagles touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Looks good on the extra point. Make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Herbert. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so.